Oh, now it's, hi guys.
Hello.
Okay, now it's really high. So you just see like floating head here. Sammy. Down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit, down a little bit. Okay, that's probably good. Hello. Oh, Sammy, will you do me a favor and just mute that over there? Thank you. Hi, friends. Good morning. Good Saturday morning, August 1st. So we're in a new month, which is good, right? Fresh start, hopefully. So welcome. Welcome, everyone, this Saturday morning. So we have some fun things in store today. Well, actually, let me back up. I always have to back up because I like to get ahead of myself. Welcome. If this is the first time that you are joining, Sam's in the kitchen just making noise. I know, how did it get to be August already? So, I don't know if it's Saturday or if it's all the days, you guys, lately. It's just scattered. Welcome. If this is the first time that you are joining, welcome. My name is Lael Konkar, and I have a business called Lael by Mail. I have a website, and it's laelbymail.com. I've linked to that in the description of the video below. I do all kinds of things, all the things. Traveler's notebooks, excuse me, planners, scrapbooking, mini books, layouts, all kinds of different things. Normally I travel and teach, but I have not been traveling and teaching, since the first weekend in March. So middle of March, I started doing free classes, and here we are. I've stopped counting on how many weeks. This might be 20 weeks, 19 or 20 weeks. Don't I sound like I'm either pregnant? Oh, I'm 20 weeks along. Or it's funny because when you have a child, you tend to tell people your child's age in weeks for the first, I don't know, year that they're born. And then you go into months. Anyhow, Squirrel's going to be very active with us today if you haven't already guessed. So today we will be doing more making memories. I guess we'll be making memories, but we'll be memory keeping in a traveler's notebook. So I'll talk a little bit about how I approach that. I started thinking about that this morning as the last couple of days I've been planning on what I wanted to do and what I wanted to document. And I thought, oh, maybe there are some of those things that I could share that would help you guys as you are looking to document in a traveler's notebook as well. So we will talk about different ways to approach it, different ways to prepare for it. A really cool tip and trick. If you use an iPhone, it may work as well on an Android phone. I don't know, but you guys I know will tell me. Anyhow, lots of fun things to share. So before we get going, one thing I want to mention, I have also included a link in the description of the video for the pre-order for the new Carpe Diem products. So the planners, the traveler's notebooks, the pens, the pencil pouches, the pom-poms, the notebooks, all different kinds of things. The pre-order closes end of day this Monday, which would be Monday, August 3rd. Doesn't mean that you won't be able to order products after the fact. It's just that I won't be carrying everything in the collection. They've come out with quite a few products. So that's kind of the reason for doing the pre-order. It lets me get a feel for what you guys are interested in, what you're ordering. So the traveler's notebooks, I will continue to carry. The planners, I won't. So if you're interested in a planner, make sure to go check that out. Pre-order ends end of day Monday, and I will be sending out an email about that Monday morning. That doesn't mean to say if you see something after the fact and it looks like it's sold out, you can contact me separately and I can look at doing a special order for you. All right, so now that we've got those fun things out of the way, let's go ahead and flip the camera and get going. All right, we know this weird part. We always get a look at my arm, and it's just such a weird look, but it is what it is, right? Okay, here we go. A little Blair Witchy for a second. And we rotate. All right, now bear with me while I bring this up on my iPad. That always takes a little sec. So, ooh, what happened here? Oh, come on. Why is it doing that? All right, hang tight, you guys. My iPad doesn't look like it wants to cooperate, so I am going to, I hope we're all still there. Hang on, friends. I have to always make sure that I can see what we're doing. Because if I can't see what we're doing and I can't see what you guys are saying, then hi, Mom and Lainey. You guys, that's my sister Lainey. Well, my sister Lainey is with my mom. I don't think Lainey has ever been on board watching. So that's fun. They're together. All right. Oh, okay. Hang tight. Just technical difficulties for a sec. Well, not technical difficulties. They're not difficulties, but oh gosh, the bottom of my laptop is hot. All right. Here we go. We're almost there. I can see it. I can see it. Okay, good. We can put the laptop off to the side. Okay, so we're a little bit, let's see, a little bit dark, a little bit shadowed. It's kind of hard to tell. You guys, I've talked to you pretty much about everyone in my family so far, except for my sister Lainey. And my sister Lainey is about 2.5 years younger than I am. I always like to joke. She'll get a chuckle out of this. So I am an older child, and if you are an older child, you know what they say about older children. You know, they're the smarter of the two. They're the more obedient of the two. Right, Lainey? Yeah, that's funny. Anyhow, so it's fun having her here today. All right, you guys. So in the beginning, I mentioned I wanted to kind of touch on for a second how when I'm thinking about documenting or memory keeping. And that doesn't matter if it's in a traveler's notebook or if I'm doing a scrapbook page or something like that, a scrapbook layout. I just think about these things ahead of time. So there's kind of two different ways that you can approach memory keeping and how you want to document things. The first way is that you can start with a topic. So you already have in your mind a topic that you want to document. And once you have your topic selected, then you would start figuring out what kind of products that you wanted to use. So whether they're stickers or paper or different stamps or whatever it is, but you already have the topic in mind. You probably have the photos in mind that you want to document, and you are picking that first, and then the products are kind of subsequent. The other option would kind of be the reverse of that you find a product that you love. Maybe it's a printable, maybe you bought a new stamp set, maybe it's scrapbook paper or washi or die cuts or stickers, whatever it is, you have the product, and that is driving what you are going to document based on that product. So today I will be using both of those, and I will talk about how I approached that as I was thinking what I wanted to do with each of those 3 spreads that we go ahead and do. So the first one actually, let me back up one more second to 2 more things. I started within the last couple of days in my traveler's notebook, making some notes for, remember last week when I said I needed to start a traveler's notebook that had all of our ideas for our lists? Well, that is what is going in the first half of my traveler's notebook, or my insert. The second half, I'm kind of dedicating to memory keeping. So this is where I'm going to keep all of my notes about the different things that I want to, document from a memory keeping perspective. And then over here are just my notes on what I'm going to do for what I'm going to do for the classes. So what I've done over here, and this just kind of came out of necessity for me. I take a ton of photos, and a lot of us take a ton of photos. It's because we have our phones, right? Our phones have a built-in camera, so we never have to worry about whether we have a camera with us or not. We can literally take a picture of anything we want because we have our camera, which means there's a ton of stuff to document. But whenever I sit down and maybe I have a spare half an hour and I think, oh, I want to, document something in my traveler's notebook. What should I document? I don't know. So I thought if I start keeping a list of some of the things that I want to document from a memory keeping perspective. So Tracy, let's see. Tracy's asking, it's not in focus. Isn't that interesting? So you guys, I want you to try something. For those of you that you're not seeing it in focus, go to the little gear in your window and try to change the quality. So yeah, I think it's good idea, Mariana. So either try to hit refresh or you can change the quality. So click the little gear and change the quality, because sometimes it just goes auto. But I appreciate you guys bringing that up. And I'm also appreciate those of you that said it's okay. So one more thing, either try to refresh or click the little gear and change the quality, and that should fix it. All right, so what I did is, from a memory keeping perspective, there's kind of there's really three different things that I'm documenting from a memory keeping perspective right now. Number one is travel. I actually have two traveler's notebooks that are travel related. One, I showed you guys a couple of different times. That one is the view from the airplane window. Now, since I haven't been flying lately, that one's kind of on hold. The other one that I'm doing, I have been traveling in 2020. So I took a couple trips at the beginning of 2020, and we took a trip up to Idaho 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, so I am still documenting those things. So I have a page like this that has travel, and then I have the topic and then the date. So that anytime I can come back and say, ooh, I have a few minutes, what do I want to document? I can look at that. This page I have split in two. So the COVID or the coronavirus things I want to document, and I'll tell you in a second why that one's so short right now. And then the memory keeping. So on the memory keeping side, basically what I did, I just pulled up my phone and I started looking at some of the photos that I had taken, and I see something and I go, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift released a new album called Folklore on July 24th. I took a screenshot of that album cover. That is the only thing pretty much that I am listening to right now, and I'm listening to it on repeat. And if you don't particularly care for Taylor Swift, or you haven't ever listened to her, go listen to it. Folklore. It's amazing. Anyhow, so I thought that's something I want to document, because right now I'm listening to that a lot. Basically, list of different things that I want to make sure that I document. And I'm also putting the date there. Now, this brings me to a little trick or tip on your iPhone. And as I said at the beginning, I'm not sure if this also works on an Android phone. So those of you that have an Android phone, you'll have to let me know if this is something that works. And I can't necessarily show you this on my phone because my phone is up here. That is what we're filming on right now. But if you go to your photo album on your iPhone, up at the top, there's a little search bar. And this is an amazing tip that I was teaching at an event in Toronto, the Crop and Create event in Toronto in February. And Stacy Julian was there, and she was the keynote speaker. And she shared this little tip in her keynote speech, and I just loved it. So we're in our photo album on our phone. We have clicked the search bar up at the top of our photo album. And if you're doing this with me, I want you to try this. If you type in Ferris wheel, or you type in apple, or you type in beach, or you type in dog, or you type in car, anything that you type into that search bar, the phone is going and looking through your photo album, and it will come back and show you all of the photos in your photo album on your phone that have the apple or the Ferris wheel or the beach, whatever it is. So sometimes it gets really hard for us to find a photo because we don't know when it was, and we're scrolling, especially if you take thousands and thousands of photos. That's just an awesome little tip to help you find something. And I actually did use that yesterday when I was looking for a particular photo. I was looking for a particular photo of groceries on the counter. And I couldn't find groceries, and I couldn't find it under bag, but when I entered counter, I was able to find the exact photo that I was looking for. So that's just kind of a fun little tip. All right, so now let's get going. Our first spread is, when I'm documenting here, I am documenting in my coronavirus traveler's notebook. Well, all three of them actually. Hey, sweetie. Okay, Sam's leaving. Okay, have fun. Okay, good. So Kathy, thank you so much for checking. You guys, Kathy just said if you have an Android, you can do the exact same thing. So whether you have an Apple or an Android, go to your search bar, search for Ferris wheel or beach or dog, and then it will show you all of your photos in your camera or in your album that match that particular subject. Okay, so the first spread that we're going to do is in, not that one. That one goes over here. Yes, it's in this one. Actually, while I'm in this one, well, let me back up for a second. You guys, I am in my third Traveler's Notebook insert of documenting the coronavirus. So I have 3 different ones that I'll actually be working in for the 3 different spreads that I'm going to do today. And they're all in various stages of start and completion, but that's okay. That means I always, well, for a long time, I'll continue to have things to document, right? I wanted to pop back for 1 second and show you this. I had started in our last memory keeping session, and I finished it. So I know a couple of you were interested to see how that turned out. I left it, ooh, I'm crooked. I left it, all right, I gotta just fix this, because if I try to always fix this, it won't be straight. There we go. Anyhow, I kind of finished that one. So that's how that one ended up looking. All right, so now let's go to here. This I am going to document using some things that I downloaded this week. And I've talked a lot before about a company called, well, I guess a company called In a Creative Bubble. It's actually not a, well, it is a company. It's, there's an individual, oh my gosh, now her name, I know one of you guys will tell me because it's totally left my mind. Geraldine, there we go, Geraldine. She does amazing, just so cool and so my style, right up my alley, printables. Thank you, Christine, or Christy. Printables. So I downloaded some new printables that she had. I think she released them maybe a couple of weeks ago. I have linked to them in the description of the video. I'm not affiliated with her at all. I just love her things and I love what she does and I like to share and support her. So she has a set of 20 Traveler's Notebooks printables that are called Quarantine Life. And let me show you what I did. Kind of a little bit of my workflow. So when I downloaded these, I decided that I would take one of each one and put it 2 up on an 8.5 by 11 page. And this is the beauty of Traveler's Notebook, right? A Traveler's Notebook, the ones I use are 8.25 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So those are the wider Traveler's Notebook inserts. So that means I can take a printable like this, and these are 8.25 by 4.33, I believe, because that's a standard size. Anyhow, I can put 2 of those up on a single page of 8.5 by 11 and print them out. So that is what I did with all 20 of those. Now I have them, they're all printed out. Whenever I am ready to use them, I just grab any of these and cut them out and start working. So I use Photoshop to do that. I'm sure there are some other programs that you could use to do that. You could also, if you don't have a printer at home that you could do that with, you could upload those to a FedEx Kinko's or an Office Depot or something like that. So yes, I've linked the printables in the description of the video, this particular set. But what I loved about this set, you guys, she designed this set specifically to document the coronavirus. So perfect. Let me show you just a couple of them. Quarantine Life, feeling all the feels and confusing all the days. So true, right? What day is it again? I love this one. Stay calm, stay safe, stay active, stay healthy, stay home, stay creative, stay hopeful. But there's so many. The new normal, today's walk, in the news, practicing social distancing, shop small if you're supporting small business, finding comfort in these little things. So just some great basics to start with to kind of build around. So that is what I have decided to use to document my first spread. This is an example. Remember at the beginning when I talked about you either pick a product and then let what you're going to document drive that product, or you pick the topic and then the topic will drive the product. And this one was kind of both. I knew in my mind, I had, in my traveler's notebook, I've mentioned my coronavirus traveler's notebooks, that since I'm so far behind, as I've been going along the way, I use little sticky notes and I have things printed out. So I know what I want to document. I had right here planned to document our 25th anniversary. So our 25th anniversary, we had an amazing trip planned to go to, we were flying into Amsterdam. We were spending a couple days in Amsterdam, going from there to Scotland for a week, and then from Scotland to Ireland for a week, and then flying back home. Obviously, that did not happen. But I thought, you know what, that's definitely something that I want to document. And I want to document it from two perspectives. I want to document from, it was our 25th anniversary, so that's kind of a big deal. But then also document that in the coronavirus, that didn't happen and the trip was canceled. So I'd known for a while I was going to somehow document that. Wendy, I'm sorry that you missed your trip as well in your 25th. I'm so sorry, but you know what? We just figure we'll still do it. It's just a matter of when we will do it. So when I saw this as part of that set of printables, that Quarantine Life printables from In a Creative Bubble, I thought this is perfect. This is perfect to document that trip. So I printed that out and I trimmed it down, but I know already I want to trim it down a little further because it's a little bit too long. So hang on, my trimmer's over here. I don't have it quite in the right spot. If you guys could see the mess of this room right now, you would be, well, you'd either be disgusted or overjoyed. You'd either be disgusted because it's that messy. There's stuff everywhere. I'm always working on 3 or 4 different projects at a time. Kits and orders and products and all different kinds of things. So you'd be disgusted or you'd be overjoyed because number one, it might look very similar to your room. And then it may make you feel that you have other people that are like you out there, right? Sometimes we call it the crafter math. Or you might be overjoyed because it just means there's a lot of creativity going on and it's a happy place. So I'm going to trim that down just a little bit more. All right, there we go. That's good. I know I'm going to need that again, so move that off to the side. Hopefully we don't hear a loud crash. All right, so I have that. I printed on my little Epson PictureMate a photo from our wedding, now 25 plus years ago. You can always tell the dated because of the hair, but that's okay. That's good. And we both look so, well, you can't really tell, but we both look so young. Well, because we were. That was 25 years ago. Actually, we really weren't that young. I think I was 26, 95, 20, something like that. And my husband was almost 30. So we were older, especially in Utah. That's really old in Utah to be getting married. Just the culture here. Sheila, oh, your canceled plan was my daughter's wedding. Do you know what? That seriously breaks my heart when you think about the couples that have canceled their weddings or postponed and postponed and postponed. Same thing with graduations and things. It's just such a crazy time. So, right, in the grand scheme of things, I think, oh, boo-hoo, we had to postpone our trip. Yeah, really. No worries. Sandy, it is a caterpillar. No. Yes, it's a caterpillar. I forgot to link that. I'll link that when we're done. All right, so there we go. I know I also want to use the fresh bouquet stickers. And I also want to use these outnumbered extra large stamps from my friend, Carrie Bradford. Carrie Bradford, you guys, really quick. And I've linked to her stamps in the description of the video down below as well. She, this month, August 2020, well, it's this month today, but at some point it won't be August anymore when someone's watching this. She's celebrating her 10th year in business this month. So she has lots and lots and lots of really cool, fun things planned. If you don't follow Carrie, I encourage you to go follow Carrie Bradford. And I've linked to the description in the video. She always does different freebies, but she has amazing stamps. You guys know that I'm addicted to her stamps. So I thought that would be great to focus on the 2-5. And yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and get going. Get going after 25 minutes. Well, we've been going. We've just been chatting, right? This is what we do. You guys know on the Saturdays, this is what we do. If you haven't been here before, I talk about this every couple of times, but basically, we're all working together. Oh, out of tape runner. I'll have to grab another one. No, am I? Oh, hang on. Of course that happens right now, right? Let me see here. Oh, no, it just got stuck. All right. Anyhow, we're basically all just working together. It's like we're all together in one big giant ballroom in a hotel, or one really big giant, really awesome house. Or we could be like the NBA and let's pretend that we're in the bubble in Orlando. But we're all together. We're all just chit-chatting. We're all having fun. We are crafting together. We're watching together. It is very, very casual. So you will see me get off on tangents, and that's just totally normal. That's what would happen if we were together in person, right? I'd get off on a tangent. I would tell a story. Someone else would tell a story. Let's see. So my friend that just said she had to cancel her daughter's wedding. Oh my gosh, you guys, lots. Tiffany, your wedding postponed 3 times. Yes, Sammy?
I'm going to be grandpa.
Okay.
And then he's coming over here so he can help me.
Okay.
So I can't get to say.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's like...
Okay, sweetie. All right, thank you. Anyhow, so Tiffany, if we were all together in the same room, or the friend that said that she had to cancel her daughter's wedding, we would totally be up on a tangent because I would be saying, oh my gosh, that's so sad. So how did you meet your fiance? And tell me about the wedding you had planned. And we just get off in this really cool chit chat. Now, it's a little bit harder to do that because, well, we're really not together in person. And you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you. And even though I could ask Tiffany about her wedding, I wouldn't be able to read everything that she is typing. So that's probably why I do. Well, that's not probably why. That is why I do all the talking. But anyhow, I also have started doing some online classes that coordinate with my kits. And I do those, and they are not as chitty chatty. Well, they are, but I'm teaching. We're just not, working together and having fun. So, don't want you to think that this is how it always is, even though it's fun. Well, it's fun for me, but I know some people are like, yeah. All right, so there's my little 2. I'm not quite sure yet where I'm going to put this. So, you guys, other than picking out a photo or photos, picking out the product that I want to use, I really do not plan beyond this. So I don't, clearly, because that doesn't fit. I don't ahead of time kind of design things because I think it's fun for you guys to kind of see my thought process. Sometimes it's scary as it is. So hang on, I need to grab another stamping block. Ta-da! All right, so let's see where this is going to go. Might go here. It might go here. Before I stamp, and that's kind of a nice, when I can have that there and lay that there, I'm not committing, but it kind of helps me to get a feel for where I might want to put things. Oh, here it is. Here, Colleen, it's here. Scatter's here with us. So you guys, I have to tell you, this is really funny. I'm going to keep thinking, but I'll talk too, which is dangerous. I am teaching at a virtual event in Brazil. Now, I wish it was an in-person event in Brazil, right? How cool would that be? A virtual event in Brazil. I'm teaching a class in it's hard for me to talk and think. I need to trim this really quickly. I'm teaching a class the end of October. Just one class. And they're doing some fun things. And the lady that is organizing that class, or the event, said, hey, we're doing something kind of fun. the instructors are all picking an animal as like their mascot or whatever. And she said, what animal do you want to be? And she said, there's a couple already taken. And I'm like, oh no, no, no. And yes, there we go. October 31st, scrap on. So you guys, I have linked to that in the description of the video. I mean, not to the description of the video, on my website under upcoming kits and classes or events. But it is in Portuguese. And so I don't do Portuguese. I'm not doing a crash course in Portuguese. I will be pre-recording the video and then they'll be translating. Anyhow, so I bet you can guess when she said, what animal would you like to be? What animal would you like to be your mascot? And then I said, oh, I hope I haven't like given away anything by telling you that. But anyhow, guess which animal I decided that I wanted to be my mascot, the squirrel, right? Of course, of course. So Two Worlds Digi Art, yes, the passport size is there. Both sizes are there. So go back and look. Actually, search for A6. It is the A6 size. So it is A6 is about 4x6, but they're on there for sure. All right, I think we're gonna do that there. We're going to, not gonna. I think this will go here. All right, so I need to do this. Come in and adhere that. You may have noticed that I trimmed off the white border around that. Normally I like to have a white border, but I trimmed that off because I thought my stamped image was going to run into that border and I didn't want it to run into the border. All right, now we'll do our little camera sticker right here. I thought this would be, well, I love, you guys know, I love Maggie Holmes. I love crepe paper. I love everything that she does and they do. I love all the florals and just the look of it all. And I thought this is perfect for documenting this. This would be great for documenting a missed wedding or an engagement, an anniversary, a bridal shower, really anything. But I thought this would be great because the theme kind of works with the I just love you so much and the different sayings. Anyhow, I've linked to these in the description of the video as well. I have those on my website. All right, so before I do that, yeah, that's gonna be centered. It's going to be centered, so I don't even need to worry about that. Oopsie. I had to grab that. You guys remember that, I think. This is, I always suggest that ahead of time you prime your stamp. And what I mean by that is test it first. So this is the first time I have used these two numbers. So I just want to come in and test. I want to get a nice ink base on that stamp and it looks good. So I will come back again. Okay, need to grab this too. Talked about this before. This I like to add under what I am stamping on, just so it's a nice flat surface. I have linked to those in the description of the video as well. It's a set of stamping blocks. What's nice about them though, this is the perfect size to put under one of your traveler's notebook pages. It's a Tim Holtz product. But there are, I think, 7 different little stamping blocks like this that all have the grid, but they're nice because they're super thin. So you can stamp with them this way, but I like to use this particular size underneath. Do you think I'll ever do a B6TN? So Jacqueline, here's the thing. I'm not against it. It is hard to find traveler's notebooks to purchase as a retailer. So I would be a retailer. So it's hard to find them to purchase in quantities and to purchase at wholesale pricing. So if you know any that you would like me to carry, let me know and I will look into it. They're just a little bit harder to find, but not against it at all. Actually, you know what? So, Mandy, they do. Doodlebug has beautiful ones. Theirs are regular size. They're the standard size that we're using. They don't have they do not have a B6. And actually, I just ordered some of the Doodlebug Traveler's Notebooks. You guys wait till you see them. Oh, they're so fun. Webster's might. I'll have to check. I will, Jacqueline, I will look and see what, I'll do a little bit more research and see what I can find. All right. This lid needs to go on. Okay. We've got one shot here, you guys, right? We have one shot. I'm going to press really hard. Jet pens. Yeah, see, right. So that's good. So Jacqueline or anyone that's looking for a B6, look, jet pens. Oh, love it. Okay. Nice, good, clean impression. I will clean that later. Just set it off to the side. All righty. Come in and do my little outlining, my weird little outlining. It is toasty today. I know I heard some of you guys talking, well, chatting earlier. I saw before we started about the weather and the heat. Oh my heavens, it is hot, isn't it? Yikes. Oh, it's so hot. So it's warm in here. I am very warm. The little fan is on by my feet. Like Sam usually likes to try to, he did that a couple times ago for me. All right, so let's see now. Let's pick some more stickers. What do we want to use? All right, that's gonna go right there. I purposefully did not put it down here or down here. Normally I would pop something in a lower corner, but if I put it over here, that's too much going on back to back. And then again, if I put it over here, that's just a lot. It's really heavy down here at the bottom. So I need to kind of move up towards this area so my eye doesn't, everything doesn't like fall to the bottom. All right, come in and cut this little part off. Is I have 4 different spreads. Well, you just saw one of them, but I have 4 different spreads that are coming that you'll see on social media soon, soon, soon. I did something fun for Andrea Bethke, and that is the well, you kind of see one of them right there. But I showed you that one with her collection about the coronavirus, and then I did a couple fun things for Carrie Bradford too. So I can't wait for you guys to see those. All right, so there we go. That will go there. Journaling. So I pulled out these stickers, and I pulled these out because this kind of teal color right there, I thought this might go well with that alpha. So let's see if you can see that. And it's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. It's pretty darn close, so that will work. Let me see, I've missed some things. 110 yesterday, oh goodness. Kathy, so same here, Utah, dry heat. Dry heat, so it's definitely not as, it is definitely not as warm as humidity heat. Emmy's everything. Oh, I'm so glad. I love 3 Craft Chicks. So you guys, I love this. I'm seeing all of you guys give all kinds of ideas. Not all of you guys, but people give different ideas about different places to find your B6s in the inserts. So that is awesome. Jill, they are date-based. Yes, my coronavirus traveler's notebooks are date-based. So they are chronological. So I am bouncing around in today in terms of what I'm documenting. So they are, that's why they're across 3 different inserts, your little traveler's notebooks. Okay, so as I am documenting here, so I'm going to talk about our trip. I'm going to talk about, I know I want to use somewhere in there, either trip or Europe or for my little, it's not, it won't be a title, but it will really, when I put that word in the journaling with stickers, it will really help it to pop. So I'm just doing a little journaling here. We had the trip of lifetime planned for our I know this is the boring part for you guys as I'm journaling. I think it was 18. So that is defining. I wrote right past trip. And actually, as I started writing, I would rather not have trip be in my letter stickers because then it's really close up here. So I'm going to put Europe right here, and that'll be nice because then it will draw my eye and I'll see it right there in the middle. All right, so grab my little tweezers. Those reverse grip tweezers, you guys. Oh, I'm not sure if I don't think I linked those. I'll have to go back and link those. But those on my website. These are one of my very favorite tools because it makes it really easy sticker placement. So I pull the E off, and then I'm going to come right in here. Hopefully I have left myself enough room. E. U. When you have little letter stickers like this, or little numbers, really little, any little stickers, but especially with the letters, when they are really pretty delicate and you have something like that U that has two little, I don't know the proper terminology for letters, two little, I don't know, legs, arms, whatever those are, and you're trying to use your fingers, sometimes it's really difficult to get those little legs or arms straight. So using any kind of tweezers as a little tip really makes things a lot easier. Same thing with the bottom of your little R. So I just grab it by the top and there we go. Because they're the reverse grip, when I grip, they release instead of the opposite kind of tweezers. Where when you grip, they go together. When you grip these, they release. U-R-O. It's funny. So Sam, if you guys don't know Sam, Sam is our 19-year-old that has been home since March with us, obviously with coronavirus. And in the early days of coronavirus and in the early days of the classes we were doing, he was helping me quite a bit. We had so much fun. I mean, and you know, now that he's doing more things, so he's usually not home on a Saturday morning. He's actually going to do something with my dad this morning. So that's really neat. D. Anyhow, I'm like, what was I talking about? Sam. So back in the early days, I always have a couple pair of these different tweezers. But the ones that I have had for years are these. They are like so beat up and battered. They're missing the little grips. I've had these, I don't know, probably 10 years or more. So this morning, Sam's in here and he's like, oh my gosh, you have your tweezers. And I had these. And he's like, Mom, I don't like these, the new ones, as much as I like these, the old ones. I like the old ones because they look all beat up, I guess. I don't know. Anyhow, all right. We had the trip of a lifetime for 18 days in Europe. Let's say flying into someone needs to sing. All right. So if you're a singer, just start singing and we will all pretend like that we can hear you sing. Or think about Taylor Swift singing her new folklore album. Then I'm still here. I have to make sure that I can, I have to think about what I'm writing because if I'm talking and writing, I will definitely make a mistake. I know, right, Yvonne? 100 bottles of beer on the wall, right? Okay, so my lady friends, let's see if you're here. From that I met at the Three Craft Chicks retreat a few weeks ago, that we had all of our conversations. Well, we didn't meet at the retreat. I was there at the virtual retreat in the hotel. The store was set up in there, and then you guys made an appointment to come in and shop with your masks on. We all had our masks on. Let me know if you guys are here. We had a whole discussion about palomas because they had been watching my videos, you guys, and we talked about palomas. So if beer's not your thing, then 100 glasses of paloma on the wall, or 100 cups of coffee on the wall, or 100 bottles of water on the wall, whatever that is. All right. Yes. Okay. So there's all these things. I see people saying they have to check something out. So, let's see, Sarah, what are you saying? Today's a journal was a depressant. There's a reason I haven't turned it. Sarah, I'm going to have to go back and see what I missed because what you're talking about sounds very, very, very intriguing. Yvonne, a paloma is grapefruit juice and tequila. So some form of that. I do fresca and tequila and lime, or I'll do like a lime liqueur with lime, tequila, and then maybe like a little bit of San Pellegrino pamplemousse, which is, I think, the French word for hello. It's just a French word for grapefruit. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh boy. Okay. Anyhow. So Joy Ellen, there is a virgin paloma. Really, it's, I think, grapefruit juice and lime, and you could put a little bit of, or you could do fresca. Well, fresca and lime would kind of just be, that's probably the virgin version is fresca. Okay. All right. We're way off track. Well, there's no track, you guys. You guys come and go as you please. If you're hanging out, just playing, we're all playing. And if you're done, you're done. So we're good. I have other things planned for today, but there's never an end in my mind to when we're done. So, okay. So I'm almost done journaling. We did another 6 days. In the grand scheme, it's okay. We'll reschedule. Okay, there we go. So I cut that short, kind of, but that's okay. So, one thing that I want to just talk about really quickly. When you see this canceled plans, you see, I'm going to just grab the plain one for reference. When you see something like this, don't get caught up in this little checklist, these little boxes over here. That would make you think that, oh, I can only use this if I'm making a list of the plans that are canceled, which you could absolutely use it for that. But it doesn't mean that we can't that could just be decorative. And that's how I kind of used it. That's more decorative. These are not, I didn't make little lists. So my whole point in saying that is, don't get turned off or turned away from using something for a particular project or something that you want to document because you think it won't work for what you need. This worked. Look at honey, hi, Nick's from the golf course. All right, you must be between holes. And look at what I'm documenting, Nikki. Oh, look at, okay, Joellen, you must have just Googled. It looks like a really good virgin paloma recipe. And you know what? Yes, the soda water makes it. I like adding like soda water to it because it's nice. I know, right? Play well, honey. Yes, somebody just said though, if this was really distracting to you, that you could cover that with washi and then it wouldn't even be there. Yes. See, Nick, you remember 25 years ago because I have the big 25 there. That's a little hint. Oh, goodness. All right. So I'm going to use that little washi right there. And I think I'm going to just I'm going to make it bleed a little bit onto that page. And then let's see what else I want to use. I pulled out these little hearts. That's really thick. So no thick. I think these little hearts are going to work, but I need to tear them because, oh, I left my garbage little can across the room, so across the desk, so it's just going to, we'll see. I don't know. That may work, it may not. We'll see. I can pull it off. That's the beauty about washi. If I decide I don't like that there. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, look it. This is perfect. I did not plan this. This is from the Journal Studio washi. I will link it when we're done. I forgot to link it, but also on my website. But look at this. So I think there are 5 or 6 different washi in the tube. And this was one. Well, these are all part of it. These are all part of it. But look at this one. So I just noticed. Best, love this, best day. So this is perfect. This will be perfect to go on here. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can make work. I like all those words, so we'll see. One of my very, very, very favorite designs of washi is a ruler. And I have like 5 or 6 different ruler washi in my stash, at least. And I think sometimes people stay away from ruler washi because they think that it has to be for school, and it doesn't, right? I use it for everything. That ruler washi, I know a couple of people, I don't know if you guys are on, have asked about that. It is, I should have it again back in stock early next week. All right, so let's see. I think this might also be from there. Oh, that's going down because once you adhere it to a photo, once you adhere washi to a photo, it is no longer temporary. It's permanent. It is permanent. All right, now one of the things I wish I had done, but we've talked about this before, it is what it is, I'm leaving it. I can't cut part of the photo off. Well, I could print it smaller if I wanted. I wish that I had made this photo not quite 4x6 because it's really top heavy because the photo goes all the way up to the top. So I don't know. I may go back and fix that later. You guys know me. I just might not be able to leave it. So, all right. So let's see what else that we might want to add. We need to add a little bit more color over here because it's very too non-colory over here. Let's see. Oh, it's warm. It is toasty. Nope. We just try things, right? That's what we do. We try things. We put something down. We decide if we like it or not. If we don't like it, then it's okay. I'm back to there, though. Back to this side. And this is funny because I'm looking down, I'm not looking here. And then when I go back and watch later, you guys are like, try this, try that. And I never see it. I know, color in the 25, right? Color in the 25. So I agree. And out comes the giant pencil case. You know what I really need to do? I need to swatch all these pencils because there could be 50 different versions of a blue and I don't know which one it is. So I'm thinking it might need to be that color. It's either that color or kind of a yellowy, but I don't think that's going to go well there. So we just play, right? We play. And this is why, you guys, I've talked about this a couple times before. You might think it's weird that I have 8 different versions of yellow, but not necessarily if you're trying to match something in particular. So at least that's how I justify. Ooh, I do have, I ordered some colored pencil tins, you guys. like little cute tins, a set of like 12, and those are coming. So that I'm excited about because then that makes it really easy to take some colored pencils with you on the go. Okay, yellow. Let's see if we can find something that matches here. Color selection. Sheila, it is the pencil case in a squirrel design. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I did not know that. Yeah, this yellow, you guys, could end up being hard. And I don't know if I'm ready to commit yet. I'm just not quite sure if I'm ready to commit yet. I can already tell you I know what's going to happen. I am going to end up, as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to end up coming in. I'm going to pull that photo off, I think, because it's just too tall. It's too tall, and I know it's going to bug the heck out of me. So, yeah, no. I mean, the nice thing is that matches well, and you might think, oh, that's good. That matches well. But then it's really like fleshy, and that's a lot of fleshy that you don't really want, even though it matches. So sometimes, even though something matches, it's not the right choice, right? So let's look for a mint, and I don't know. We'll have to see if I can. Mint's a hard one. Like this makes me mad. Look at that. That looks like it'd be a really great mint. That's not mint. It's green. That's why I'm always on the lookout for other pencils, other colored pencils. See, in this guy, it's a little, I mean, that would be the perfect mint too, but look it's not even really mint either. All right, so this is what we're going to do. And I do this sometimes when something starts to drag on and on and on, like this one is kind of dragging on and on and on. So I'm gonna put the colored pencils away. I am going to, I think, add one more thing to this for now. And then I will finish this up. I know I tell you guys, I'm going to finish something up and I'm going to post it. I do finish them. I just haven't posted. So I will, I promise. Oh, I don't want snarky. Yeah. Word strip stickers. Small talk, snarky. I don't think I want snarky on this one. So let's see. Go where your heart takes you. This one could work. I'm happiest when I'm with you. Nick's probably gone now. You know, I think, well, maybe down there. But if I go down there, I'm covering up a lot. Let's see. So when you guys struggle and you're documenting and you're like, it's just not working, I don't like it, and it doesn't always come naturally, right? You just kind of end up moving things around and trying things, and I think pretty much everybody does that. Doesn't matter how long you've been scrapbooking or paper crafting or whatever. Sometimes things come to you and sometimes they don't. So it's just, that's the way it is. I like that there. Stopping. This one, though, I will finish this one today when we're done, and I will post this one today on Instagram and Facebook. All right. Let's see. It looks nice on the washi. I like it there, too. I like it on the washi, too. Tracy, you have a huge box of colored pencils. There you go. All the kids leaving them, right? I refreshed my screen, and now you're gone. Kathy, I'm here. Are you here? More of a goldish. I know. Michelle, that's the heart, trying to find the gold. All right, you guys. Okay, so here we go. That is the first one. I will finish that one up when we are done. So let's go ahead and move these things out of the way so we have a little bit more room. Ooh. I'm throwing things on top of the 25 stamp. It's okay. The ink's probably dried by now. All right. Oh, I need that one. Oh, I know. I also had a few of these little white hearts that I am going to incorporate some of the white hearts. I will end up adding something right there. I don't know what yet to kind of complete that visual triangle. So that's why this one is looking kind of blank. It needs something right up there for a visual triangle. And then I'll end up with something right here, probably. Or probably something up right there. Anyhow, okay. So that one is now out of the way. Oh, Katie, thank you. And I know Karen with a Y is always really good about reminding you guys too. If you like what you're seeing, please like the video. please give it a thumbs up. That helps me, and it also helps YouTube's algorithm to recommend the video to other people. Okay, so this second one is... That's interesting. I know what the second one is, but I had right up here, you guys, is my little stand in front of me that you guys can't see that holds the phone. And a lot of times on the stand, I washi tape a little piece of paper, and then it just has some notes for me, like in this case, remembering which one is first, second, and third that I wanted to do. And when Sam was in here earlier, long story short, the note came off and I had to re-washi it to the stand. And when I did that, it pulled off a bunch of the writing. Okay, second one. Oh yes, I got it. The second one is in, hi sweetie, in this one. This is the second of the Coronavirus Traveler's Notebooks that I have been working on. And it's almost full. It's just about full, chronologically. So here, this one is about some projects that were happening around the house. Now, this one, I picked the topic first and then let the product that I use support the topic that I picked. So kind of opposite from the first one. So, oh, that's all up here. All right. So the first thing I did, I printed out 4 little photos. And these 4 little photos I printed out on my little Epson PictureMate. Hi, Linda. So this is how they started. They